H-Town roll, the less bougie version of whatever that is. I don't even remember. At this point, I don't remember if it's a California roll or a Philly roll.
Oh, and then you want the monkey roll?
If that's the banana roll, absolutely not.
How many rolls should we get?
Is it working, DJ?
Yep.
It is working?
Hello!
How many did we have last time?
4.
It's Coffee with Flip Day.
It's 4.
Liv and Robert over there discussing
We're talking about sushi. Since we had an extra time, today's Sushi Wednesday. New tradition. Might just be this week and last week. I don't know. But I woke up today ready to eat some sushi. Not working again?
Preach.
They're saying the video is frozen.
Oh, yeah, it is frozen. Like, I can see you moving, but we're not moving.
Can I pick my nose in safely right now?
Yes, but Emily can't. What's happening right now?
Oh, Emily's video is still working?
Yes.
Emily, just point your phone towards us.
She's moving, but our video isn't. That's so wild. Oh, but Katester says her video is fine.
Hey.
Maybe, hold on, I'm going to refresh my thing and see if that fixes it. No, did not fix.
Oh.
Should we pick it up? It'll be cheaper.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
We should call in at 11. And then we can do it.
By the violin says Rob, save space to give a little twerk. Don't be a bad influence. He will do it.
Don't tempt me with
Sit.
a good time.
Stay.
Speaking of twerks, you guys should have seen what happened to me yesterday.
We're moving.
I was just so relaxed. Ate some good food. Chilling on the couch.
This is belly button out.
Apparently my belly button was hanging out. And they thought it was so funny.
I cried.
Something about my belly button just got them thinking it was hilarious.
It was just like perfect because we're talking about like, oh, let's eat together, let's eat healthier, and then you get a full belly and you just lean back and then your belly button pops out.
It was like a full 3 inches of your stomach was out.
Yeah. And I didn't want to draw attention to it, so I was gonna be real sly.
It was too late.
It was too late, and then it was just funny. Anywho, it's Coffee or Flip.
Anywho.
I don't know if you guys knew that. It's also Wednesday. It also feels like it's 100 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
that's
72,
just me.
it says.
I don't know. Alexa, turn the temperature down.
It's because you've been working hard today.
You know.
Slinging nets.
Do you see these hands?
Uncalloused.
They've been catching fish
soft
today.
as a baby's bottom.
Yes. My fingertips are calloused from the keyboard.
This isn't even doing anything. Maybe.
Oh, here. It's
No.
childproof.
No.
No.
Oh, the off.
Oh, you turned it off!
off button works. The fan was on. Oh, maybe I should do auto.
No, just do cool. If you do auto, it'll start freaking out. Ask me how I know.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, I think
71. That's my favorite number.
Is it?
It really
Was it your
is.
football number?
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
the start of
Okay.
this Coffee with Flip is indicative of the start of this week thus far.
This is
Yeah.
the opposite of how Emily intended this to start. She actually preemptively told us, don't start Coffee with Flip the way we just did.
Yeah.
But I will blame it on her camera and microphone fiasco.
Well, you know what, though? I'll take this opportunity to talk about a little survey, which I'll post a link to. Brooke sent out a survey about Coffee with Flip because we want you guys' feedback as we continue to try to make it better. And so right now it seems mixed. We have mixed opinions.
Really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
some people miss the old style of like all over the place Coffee with Flip. Some people really enjoy the structure of the new Flip, Coffee with Flip.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe it's still fine that today started off a little.
Yeah, every once in a while it's fun
Crazy.
to just get a little outside the box.
Yeah, this was actually planned.
This was the way it was supposed to
Yeah. We'll go with that.
We wanted
You're
to
gonna
see
break
how many
it.
people could hang on.
be. You're going to break it.
Okay.
Are you saying that my feet are heavier than yours?
Yeah.
Well, Betito, are you
Unless you're a
familiar
women's
with the
size
topic
8.
of the day?
M told me
Besties.
something about it. It's something with snails. I think, why snails are shrimp's best friends.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about today. And I was like, how are we going to talk about that for an hour?
Don't you worry.
No, I literally can talk for
Are
a
you
long
sure?
time.
like 18 hours.
Literally. Not 18 and a half, because the last 30 minutes, we was fading.
Okay.
Definitely 15. Well, no, it wasn't even 15 hours. We'll call that 12 and a half.
That was 13.
Yeah, 13. We'll do 13.
Bougie says, Rob, you need some new Crocs. Your soles are like real smooth.
Let me
You know,
see. That is smooth.
well, oh yeah, yours aren't smooth at all. She's not a very big Croc person, though.
I like buy. I switch out. You wear the same Crocs every day. I have like 3 pairs that I swap between.
You know, the snow's coming. You're going to be busting your high knee if you
That's
don't get some
true.
new treads.
I do slip a lot with these, and I just
gotta
thought
get-
Cricks were slippery. Cricks are slippery, but Crocs.
Especially if you step on a
Cricks?
mossy rock.
Yeah.
Cricks aren't a thing.
Hey, you see all the
They
pills
don't
on
actually
this?
exist.
This couch is
You mean the
definitely
bobbles?
pilling. Bobbles.
Okay, how about some trivia, friends?
Yeah, sounds
I don't know. I'm not feeling the
Can we
trivia
talk about
today.
these awesome trophies
Yeah.
first, or would that throw us off?
No, I
'Cause
mean, it's fine if
These
you want
things
to do
are
it right
freaking
now.
cool.
They are really
Those
cool.
are nice.
So I think these trophies are really awesome. This is for the American Trim Contest Breeder of the Year. So
Can you hold it like to the middle of the couch? Like it's hard to see it on your light colored thing, but I think they could see it over the couch. Yeah. You can see it better over there.
Sueña, para vivir Chicago.
I don't know. I don't know if that was right.
I don't think it was. Anyways,
I did my best.
tell us about it, Rob.
So let's first start off with just talking about the American Trim Contest. Every year we do the American Shrimp Contest, which is a contest for showing your shrimp in groups of 3 to 5, and you send your shrimp to the contest, or you attend the contest. It's usually at Aquashella. Next year, depending on how many Aquashellas there are, it might be at other locations as well. And we're thinking through kind of what 2025 looks like. But there's the normal contest, which there's always 2 winners at every contest. There's People's Choice Award, which everyone that attends the contest can vote on their favorite shrimp. And so we can announce that one today. And then there's also Best of Show. Best of Show is they take all the categories, the judges rank them, or they score them. Whoever scores the best out of each category, then they take the top shrimp from each category, and the judges vote on who they want to be Best of Show. And so that's who wins Best of Show. So those are for each contest, and then this one is for the entire year. It's whoever had the highest points for the whole year. So we'll definitely be announcing Breeder of the Year. And I'm really looking forward to 2025 because I think we'll really be able to structure the contest in a better way. It will be much more organized. And we're going to be much more proactive about growing the contest and promoting the hobby that we all love, or that I assume you all love. I know we love it. But it's weird that thing is actually on now, and it feels so nice.
So weird.
So-
Since I turned it on, that's doing what it should.
Well, no, apparently it was on before, but it was on the wrong setting.
It was on fan.
So, what do we want to do first there, Led Dog?
What, between
Mama.
these trophies?
Yeah, Mama.
I think you should start with Daytona, and then we'll wrap it up with, like, Breeder of the Year. Because that's the big one.
So let's do People's Choice, because I think that's a fun one. So this is the one that everyone comes to the show, they vote on. There's something on there. I don't know what it is.
We'll polish these up before people get them.
So People's Choice. So this is what everyone voted on, and this was the fan favorite. People wanted this one to win. Leather, what was it?
Kyle Wilkins with his red fancy tigers.
Kyle Wilkins. I do love me some Red Fancy Tiger. So
That's a
huge
good
shout out to Kyle Wilkins
Yep.
for winning People's Choice. We'll actually ship this out to you free of charge. Thank you for entering the contest and being a part of making the American Shrimp Contest what it is. So, Kyle,
Congratulations.
Wouldn't that be crazy if it just broke off?
Yeah, that would not be
It'd
good.
be terrible. So, Best of Show for the American Shrimp Contest Daytona 2024 is.
Okay. I apologize in advance if I say this wrong.
Uh-oh.
Himen Shu Shakar Sahu.
Congratulations.
with blue galaxy tigers, and those were super cool shrimp.
Those were stunning.
I will say that I really enjoy getting to go look at the shrimp during the contest, just because there's like a lot of like, I mean, there's stuff that we
Yeah.
don't sell, but then it's like really
yeah.
high. Like they're not cheap shrimp. They're
No.
not things that you would just sell every day.
No, they're super expensive.
And they're super cool.
Maybe Em could go through and find the pictures at a later date, and then we can actually post the winners, maybe on our community tab or something like
We
that.
already have the pictures ready for it.
Beautiful. So, and it will also, all this will be posted on the American Shrimp
AmericanShrimpContest.com.
I always get it backwards. AmericanShrimpContest.com. Everything will be posted there. It'll be like in blog format, so you guys can go look at who placed, what place they got, what their score was, and a picture of their shrimp. And that's something that we're going to continue growing out as the years progress. And then Breeder of the Year, there are Breeder of the Year positions for each category. Which, do we want to announce that today?
Well, that's
could.
up to you. I have the list.
Do you know? So the only thing I don't know if we have is like category 1. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, then yes. Let's announce that, and then we'll announce this one last.
Okay. So Neo Cardino was Richard Reynolds.
Congratulations, Richard.
Crystal was Jacob Waters.
Jacob. Congratulations.
Taiwan B was Chu Lee.
Ooh, Chu Lee. Chu
Tai-
Lee entered a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for all your support.
In multiple shows,
Yeah.
actually. Tiger was Jacob Waters again.
Nice.
Tai B was He-Man Shu Shakar Sahu.
Nice.
And Crossbreeds was Chu Lee.
Wow. Congratulations.
And Tai TB was Chu Lee.
Wow. So Chu Lee won
Fierce
3 categories.
Fierce competitor.
So without me knowing anything, I'm gonna guess
You would guess right.
Chu Lee won this.
Chu Lee did win. Breeder of the Year.
Congratulations. Well deserved. Taking down 3 categories. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So congratulations
Pretty good.
on Breeder of the Year. This also comes with, I believe it's a $300 prize, maybe $500. I'll have to get with Grant and confirm on that. And then also the breeder of the show, what is it? Best of show also wins $300. So that's one of the prizes of entering. If you do win, you can win some money. So really, really great job, Chuli. Thank you so much for entering. And we definitely look forward to more people entering next year and growing the contest. So it was a lot of fun for me. I want to be much more involved moving forward,
Yeah.
which I've been involved more recently, but not as much as I would like. So definitely moving in that direction. It'll be good to be a bigger part of it moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. You have lots of really good ideas for the future of the contest that I think will be really cool.
Should do
Yeah,
a
yeah.
juniors contest.
A juniors contest?
Yeah, have like a 15 and under age bracket.
Ah.
That would be really cool.
So category 10 is the junior category.
I think that'd be cool.
I think 17 and under is good.
I guess. What did I say?
15.
Yeah, maybe 17. I need you.
You need me.
I'm just an ideas girl, and without
Without someone to execute on your ideas?
you're like the Matten filter to
And
my ideas grind.
I'm like the Matten filter. No, you're like the Matten filter, and I'm the lift tube.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys ready for some trivia?
Yeah, that'd be great.
If Rob and Liv were tank components, what would they be?
That is a good first trivia question. Do, 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 do. My tune is just perfect.
The people gave us their opinions on what we would all be as fish. What are we as
Yeah, what did they come up with
materials?
me as? Fish type. I'm sorry, me and Liv are hijacking the entire show.
I think you were an Endler.
Yeah, that was the consensus.
Guppy Joe says substrate
Pretty
and Java
accurate.
moss.
Guppy Joe, I need to call you. I'm sorry, I literally have been so busy. If you can't get a hold of me, call Liv.
Rob would be a siphon because he sucks. I don't know.
I think a what?
Rob doesn't suck. This
Thank
IMAX is
you,
gonna get in
thank you.
timeout again.
I think you would be a
IMAX should
threadfin
live in the
rainbow
corner.
fish.
What? What'd you say?
I think Rob would be a threadfin rainbow. Because they go around the tank just fluttering their fins, and like that's what Rob does. in life.
Allison says a sponge filter and
Fair enough.
driftwood.
Sponge filter and driftwood?
Yeah.
You'd definitely be the driftwood.
Yeah, I take this back. I don't want to know. This.
Please stop. Okay, trivia, actual
Wait,
trivia.
I want to give mine.
What you
you
would
think
be?
we'd be?
Yeah.
Oh,
Liv is the tank and Rob is the water because Liv just kind of
I contain it.
holds it together.
Yeah, thank you.
Liv
Thank
does
you.
say the most important thing in every tank is the water.
That's
It's-
true.
But Leather's right. Without the tank itself,
Without barriers,
The water would
it's
be all
just a
over the
mess.
place.
the water is a mess.
That's my hot take.
And you're the duckweed.
Am I?
That's mean.
What?
Why?
You prevent evaporation. You eliminate nitrates.
You provide.
And we can't get rid of you.
Okay, you
Not
know
that we
what?
would
But
want
then
that.
it's
Not
also
that we would ever
do you,
want to
do you
get rid of
want to or
duckweed.
you don't? Because a lot of people complain about duckweed and want to get rid of it, but it's also our top seller.
We
so,
preach
Yeah.
that duckweed is good.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're duckweed. Because if
You
I could
have
feed you to
found-
a goldfish, I would.
Yeah. You have found your home that appreciates you. Other homes may not appreciate you.
Leather is she's the glass scraper.
Oh
That's a
my
good one.
god.
You help tidy things up for us.
Just don't let her be the glass scraper on the 480.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the correct grass.
Did you guys hear what
grass.
happened to
She's
the
a metal
480?
scraper on a glass
Can
tank.
we derail it one last time?
Yeah, this is the last time.
My favorite tank in the history of ever is my 480 gallon tank. I love it.
It's this one.
And I went over to it. Was it last week?
I don't know, maybe
2 weeks,
I don't know, a
3
couple
weeks.
weeks
2
ago.
weeks was Aquashella. I feel
Yeah, it
like
was before Aquashella.
Aquashella. Anyway, two weeks ago, a week ago, whatever. Go over there, and there's just gash. Like there's a patch on it that is like so scratched that like you can't even see into the tank from that
Yeah.
area. And then
probably like an-
there's just scratches
Yeah.
all around the whole tank. And so, God love my team. They take the initiative sometimes, but sometimes they probably shouldn't. And they put a glass scraper on it instead of an acrylic scraper, and then just went to town.
Yeah, it's like I imagine being a parent and you walk into a room and there's like Sharpie all over your walls.
Yep.
Except
It's
a
like,
wall
oh
can
my
be
gosh.
repainted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
tough times.
I've forgiven my team. I love them dearly. But
Yeah.
they definitely, if they do it again, they'll get some whoopings.
So snails.
So snails. Okay.
Yeah.
Trivia.
Hey, Emily, we have arrived.
1022, just like Field.
Hey.
Do all freshwater snails breed fast in a tank, or are there some that don't multiply as much?
Obviously.
This is trivia. Don't give them answers. Your hat's dirty.
That's why I stopped there.
Your hat's dirty. You could use a snail to.
Is my hat actually dirty?
It's like here.
Clean it off. I was
Chat,
really
what do
hoping
you guys
would.
think?
I did for the camera. I just didn't actually hit you.
Well,
That
I
wouldn't
feel
be
like
nice.
this is
I was prepped for it too.
M's answer that she gave us for this one is kind of a loaded answer too.
What's the chat saying then?
Some snails breed slow AF. Bougie says.
Hey, the
Oh.
answers are just suggestions.
By
They're
the
not what we have to
bylands.
announce.
No, but I think it's good. I think it's a good point. By the byland says trick question depends on the snail. Rabbit snails are slow freshwater.
So did M say we
Bears.
shouldn't announce?
I'm just saying whenever I give an answer, it's just like a suggestion. It's not, hey, we have to announce this answer. It's just, this is the way it could go.
No, I think it's good to add your little snippet though.
Yeah.
let's
Trivia brought to
see.
you. By
Maybe
DJ
what
M.
we should do that would make this thing more interactive is maybe we read all the trivia questions and then come back to them and then read it again and see if there's any answers in the chat and then go on. So people could literally answer them as you ask them. Because like I feel like right now we ask a trivia question, we wait like 2 minutes for responses, and then we start talking.
So you want me to go
You're
back?
worried about wasting time in trivia?
Yes,
Not about
I'm trying to
wasting the last 20
capitalize
minutes?
all the time that I can
All right.
for good
You
conversation.
could engage in conversation around the question while they're giving us answers.
Nope.
I thought
My
that was the
favorite
point of
snail
trivia.
is a blue mystery snail.
Branton says rabbit snails are great. They breed slow and turn your sand.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Chevy fish says all multiply at varying times and speeds. Also, the people want to hear DJ M more.
Em, what's your
they-
level of frustration
They
today?
they say she
Like a
whispers.
98 right now.
Ooh, we better stay on topic.
Okay, well, what's your answer, Robert?
What? Repeat the
Bobby
question.
Betito? Do all freshwater snails breed quickly in a tank, or are there some that don't multiply as much?
Liv, why don't you take this one?
Wow. I mean, everyone who said it's a trick question, kind of depends, is right. So I think you said a lot of right answers in chat. So like freshwater snails, we're talking pond snails, those will reproduce like crazy. You'll have one in your tank, and then you'll have 30 in your tank, and then you'll have 100 in your tank, just like that.
Yep.
Nearite snails, not going to breed in a freshwater tank. They need brackish water.
You're right.
Mystery snails, they might breed if you have the right parameters, but they're probably not going to hatch on their own. You have to hatch the egg. So, like,
Yeah.
will they breed? Yeah. Will they multiply? That kind of depends on you. Malaysian trumpet snails, they're going to go to town doing their thing, burrowing in your substrate, and all of a sudden you'll have thousands of them. So, does all kind of depend.
I think. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Live bear snails, those are going to be a little bit slower, but they'll still breed.
Yeah.
It's a little. It's again. It's passive. Like you don't have to be involved in it. You just need.
The short
Two
answer
snails.
is there are some that breed fast, there's some that breed slow, and there's some that don't breed at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, trivia number 2.
How can snails help lower ammonia and nitrate levels in a tank?
Ooh, how can they help?
Oh, interesting.
That is interesting.
Do, 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 do. Oh, I actually was just telling, I don't know if it was Brooke or M, or maybe both of them, that I think I need to get some maybe Malaysian trumpet snails in my tank. Because
Yeah?
I just feel like when I try to like replant my plants, there's just a lot of junk that comes up. And maybe they could help
Detritus.
with that.
You have
You
a
s-
sand bottom tank?
No, I have that. What's in the 480?
Do you siphon it?
Yeah, I forgot.
It's like not right on the top. It's like the top is clean. It's just like,
Well, if it's rock, you could stick the siphon down in.
won't it suck the rock out of
But
it?
that's where you use like the big siphon. It starts this big and then it goes to this big.
that
a
won't
gravel
take the
vac.
rock out of it.
Uh-uh. No, the rock's too heavy.
Huh.
The bigger the tube, the less pressure.
The more you know. Maybe I should do
I'm
that.
here for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so snails decreasing ammonia and NO2s.
Because typically, I think people think that snails are going to increase your ammonia.
Yeah.
Isn't that the general?
And this is a trick
Superstition?
one because honestly, snails themselves don't actually lower ammonia or NO2s. But they contribute to something that
Branton
does.
says they process uneaten food.
Ooh, that is a good. That's
Guppy
a,
Joe says they eat
good
dead
one.
things. Tank Girl also says by eating uneaten food.
So,
But whatever they do eat, they poop out, which would then would cause the same thing.
A really great friendship.
yeah.
Well, go ahead. What's the answer?
So I don't necessarily think
Maybe you're a
they-
shrimp and I'm a snail.
They. Why?
Symbiotic.
All right. So
I didn't want to go deep
they
in
don't necessarily reduce ammonia, but they might prevent excess nutrients in the water, which can contribute to ammonia. But there's a life cycle kind of to all things, and so you're never going to not have that because
Yeah.
the snails, yeah, they produce waste as well.
I mean, one thing snails do, and I hope this isn't another trivia question, is they do keep the cycle alive, which in turn would keep the ammonia nanotubes down.
Processes them.
So like that is where they play the biggest part. And they do eat, uneaten food and stuff like that. So they definitely help in making sure that there aren't these huge spikes in ammonia nanotubes. So cool.
I feel like that kind of goes into the next question. How do snails help keep a shrimp tank stable and prevent it from having to recycle?
Darn it. Why do I always do this? I always ruin trivia.
Was anybody paying attention?
Well, so I already said.
You also answered the 5th trivia question.
No,
right?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Did I?
you did.
You did.
You did. Well,
Should I just not participate in
wait,
trivia?
but no, actually,
I should just
I
stay
think
out
what
of
you
it.
said was not true.
Yeah,
I
I
said
don't know if
wasn't
it was
true?
true, but
Yeah, I don't.
You
It
said
wasn't true when
something.
you said
God.
it. So actually, it's still fine.
Thank goodness. So listen, I'm having a great day, guys. Trivia is a lot of fun. Based on M's face, she's now at 100%.
110, I think.
But
Okay, well,
what are you gonna do?
we're about to have to get into the actual topic. So let's just do the last trivia question here real quick, since you already gave the answer to the 4th one anyway.
Am I showing too much skin?
It's questionable. What's everyone's favorite snail?
Oh, that one I was lying. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was joking.
So are the people supposed to guess our favorite snail?
How about everybody just tells us their favorite snail? Why don't we just make it a conversation piece?
yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
We'll start with M. M, what's your favorite snail?
I don't know. I feel like it differs because sometimes I do really like the blueberries, but I feel like they're kind of overrated sometimes because everybody loves the blueberries. So I feel like a good old mystery snail. But like,
You have a favorite color?
like the magentas.
That's a good one. Clockwise. Popcorn.
Yeah, I kind of agree with M. Like, the blueberries are really cool, but I also don't like to like the thing that everybody likes.
You guys are so cool and hipsters.
But I do really like their body. But also, there are rabbit snails that I think are cool too, like the Himalayan one. I really like that one. But at the end of the day, what do I have in my tank? I have a mystery snail.
You got a Linda
Yeah.
and a Larry.
A Linda and a Larry.
Linda and
What about a
Larry.
bright orange Sulawesi rabbit snail?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that looks like.
Well, we got a couple coming.
Yeah?
Yeah. I ordered them from 2 locations to ensure that we actually get orange ones.
Wow.
I wasn't playing games.
We're
Yeah.
not messing
We
around.
ain't messing around.
We will have those snails.
I don't
Yep.
know who you think I am, but I ordered 2 different locations of those suckers.
My favorite snail, I like the red pumpkins. I wish they were bigger though.
Yeah,
They're
me
so
too.
Ooh, I do
They are
wish they
really
were
cute.
bigger.
teeny tiny, but they are very cute.
Yeah.
And they're algae eaters. We all need a little bit of that in our lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the mystery snails. I love watching them munch.
I'm a simple man.
What's your favorite snail, Rob?
Give me some blueberry snails. I think they're the coolest snail right now. There's a reason that everyone loves them. Just because everyone loves them doesn't mean I don't love them. I actually absolutely love them. So I'm gonna go with that as my current favorite.
We should get a tank of those set up.
We should. My favorite genre of snails
Yeah.
or genii,
Okay.
rabbit snails.
Yeah.
Genus.
That's what I thought you were going to say was a rabbit snail.
Genus. What's genii? Multiples.
Well,
It's like if you rub a
Lowell
lamp.
Ron likes bladder snails.
Who?
Lowell Ron.
Lil Ron.
Lil
I,
Ron.
You might also think I like bladder snails based on my tank.
I don't hate bladder snails. They serve
Me
a
either.
purpose.
I feel like they get more hate than they should.
Yeah, people are haters.
Honestly, if I was going to breed a type of snail, I'd really have fun breeding ram's horn snails. 'Cause There's
Yeah.
a lot of different colors and patterns there, too.
Yeah.
Like the leopards. Yeah. A lot that could go on.
Um,
But hey, before M kills me, literally, we should get into today's topic.
wait, we gotta talk
This
about everybody
is
else's
today's
favorite.
topic.
Oh, yeah,
snails.
yeah, yeah.
this is the topic.
Guppy Joe.
You are right. I shouldn't feel pressured here.
Guppy Joe loves mystery snails. Allison Dalton loves Jade mystery snails by Bylands Mystery, but she might jump ship to Rabbit if these guys do well. Just Chris, Hornerites. Branton says a toss-up
Hornerites, that's
between Ramshorn and Rabbit.
That was Branton?
Yeah, dang it. My chat jumped.
The White Hercules, or the, what are they
Himalayan.
actually called?
Himalayan.
Himalayan. Yeah, those are cool. And so are the Pagoda.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are really
Those ones
cool.
are cool, too.
I agree with that.
I don't know. Nikon, Red Racers, Tank Girl Mystery Snails, Garage Gills Mystery Snails.
I do like mystery snails too. I would have fun breeding those.
I like snails. I'm a snail girl. There.
Chad says
I
I'm
said it.
liking Ram's horn snails, but just randomly
I'm
popping
glad
up in
you
my
stepped out
tank.
of the fish room.
Okay, I think that might be.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody likes mystery snails too.
Yeah.
I like that you can like see them real good. Like when I finally get my tank. Dang it! I
Yeah.
meant to bring my water today to test it.
Mm.
But I think Milo will really like having a mystery snail in our
You
tank.
could
at
just
home.
take a test strip home.
That's what I think you should do. Take some kids home. Have old Jay Guppy test some stuff. Do we still call him Jay Guppy? What should we call him now?
Jade Tractor.
Jay Tractor. That's the best.
Oh my
Farmer
gosh.
Jack.
Farmer Jack. That's good
Okay,
stuff.
time to get on the topic. Emmett is going to end all of us.
That's why we need a curtain between us and Em. The pressure that she puts on me is unreal. It's like when your stomach's upset and you just feel like you got to toot.
Oh my god.
That's how it makes me feel.
Not bad enough, though, apparently.
Not that.
bad enough for you to get on top of it.
Not that bad.
Oh my goodness.
We should have a mirror. Our side's the mirror, and she can look through. Like, what's that called? What? One-sided mirror?
A two-way mirror.
Two-way mirror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need you.
So, what kind of snails are bad for shrimp?
Assassin snails?
Like, well, so obviously everybody knows assassin snails will eat other snails. They'll eat shrimp too.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like, for the longest time, people didn't believe me, which I think is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie about something. Assassin snails definitely will eat shrimp. If they catch them, they will eat them. But certain assassin snails get a taste for them, other ones don't. So, like, you can have experiences where, like, your assassin snails never bother your shrimp.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you don't know you love steak until you eat a steak. And when you eat a steak, now all of a sudden you want steak. Like,
That's true.
it's that easy. And so, like, assassin snails, you can have plenty of situations where they coexist with shrimp just fine. But the minute they discover that a shrimp is good, then, you know, now it's game over.
Yeah.
So assassin snails are the ones that I would say are bad for shrimp.
Yeah.
Let me think. Is there any other ones that would be bad for shrimp? I mean, I've seen a mystery snail eat a shrimp,
Fully engulf a shrimp.
but
That's wild.
Just went right
It-
over top of it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
it's
shrimp
just
was gone.
it's like
So, I think it's important to say that essentially no
I
snail.
can't respond to that.
No. Essentially, no snail is shrimp safe, but we have things that are shrimp compatible.
I mean, I would say like, I can't imagine a rabbit snail eating them. I can't imagine a
Like accidents
pond.
happen though.
Well, think of a pond snail. Like even a pond snail got on a shrimp, but shrimp would just swim away. So there's some that are probably
Yeah, but the thing is
safe.
that the pond snails have an army. So
Yeah,
if
that's
one of them's
true.
like, "Hey guys, I'm riding this snail,"
Hey, let's
suddenly
wage
there's
war.
50 more pond snails going to town on this one little shrimp.
yeah.
Okay, so what are the most shrimp compatible snails?
I mean, my
in your
favorite.
opinion?
So like, I mean, it really depends. I would say pond snails are the ones that are most likely to overpopulate. So I wouldn't like that would be my least favorite one to do. Nearite snails would probably be my next least favorite one, just because like they sometimes can be a little sensitive, and so like they're not going to survive the huge ammonia swings that everything else could survive. Not that you want ammonia in your tank, but like there's just more that I feel like can go wrong with a nearite snail. And then the best ones, I really like ram's horn snails. I just think they're fun to breed, and I think they're pretty hardy. Mystery snails I also feel like are pretty hardy. They're easy to control the population, so those would be up there. Rabbit snails are a little less hardy, but I love breeding them with nearite snails, or not nearite snails, with shrimp, just because they're really pretty. They're really cool to look at. They're fun to see. They turn the soil. And then probably the one that I've always used the most would be the Malaysian trumpet snail, just because it does breed rather easy. It turns the substrate. It does a lot of good. It's easy to control the population with controlling the food. And so I think Malaysian trumpet snails would be my number one.
Yeah, and they're little and they're pretty passive.
Yeah, and there's different varieties of Malaysian trumpet snails, just from different parts of the world, and so like there's some that like actually get like, I'd say close to 2 inches.
Yeah.
They're just big suckers, but most of them stay pretty skinny and get maybe an inch big. I'd say.
As we start talking about why shrimp and snails are besties, what makes besties? From your very human perspective.
What makes besties?
Yeah.
Like, am I thinking of this from just a human perspective?
Yeah.
A bestie, in my opinion, is somebody that you can just have easy conversations with, who is always willing to listen, gives you good advice, unfiltered advice, and is just always there when you need them. That's a bestie, in my opinion.
Leather, how about you? What makes a bestie a bestie?
Yeah, I would basically agree with the things that Rob said. Someone you can always count on. But I also think someone that they aren't necessarily in your every single day life, but the connection is just there, whether they're actually here or
Must
not.
not be your bestie.
Yeah, I want to be very clear.
We just
The amount of
disqualified
time that you
ourselves.
spend
No,
with
actually,
someone.
honestly, I'm thinking of Jenna, because like just our seasons of life, like we were together every single day, and then like life changed, and like now she's all across the country, but like someone
Yeah.
that you can still like,
Jenna.
no matter whether you see them every single day or not, even talk to them every single day or not, like ultimately you can just like go right back to them, and they're there for you, and it just
Yeah, that is a bestie.
Yeah.
Well,
How about you?
I was going to ask DJM, but
she stepped
not
away from the
currently-
mic.
nope. So I'll stall for a moment by saying nothing.
Stalling.
Oh,
We're
oh,
stalling
now
for
you got
DJ.
Going back to the cameras.
She's still behind the cameras, and she's going back to her
her
chair.
chair.
Hey, welcome
DJ.
back.
No.
What makes a bestie a bestie?
Yeah, no, I agree with everything that you guys said as well. Like, it doesn't have to be somebody that's in your life constantly, but somebody that's always there for you. Rob, I like what you said about somebody that gives you, like, unfiltered advice. You can talk to them about anything, open communication. Yeah. Someone you have a good time with, and you can just be yourself with.
Yeah, I think like having like a level of effortlessness where it's like, yeah, we don't have to try
Yeah.
to like make this
Yeah.
interaction something.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels natural. And I think you're right, someone that you can have a good time with too when you know, whether they're in your life all the time or not, you can have a good time when you are together. And so I think what makes shrimp and snails besties is that they just go to town eating algae together, and they have such a good little time.
And they don't have to talk. Like, they're just on the same page.
They're just vibing.
They don't have to talk.
They don't have to go to one another and be like, will you please eat algae with me?
Oink
just do
Master
it.
says, speaking of their BFF status, the hilarity of shrimp and snail observation cannot be denied. The glide along, hitch a ride on the snail/shrimp totem pole is one of the bestest phenomenon.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that is fun. Yeah, shrimp and snails definitely are best friends. Rarely do they fight.
Yeah.
they don't really compete for food. Like shrimp eat what they want, and then snails eat whatever's left over.
Yeah.
I've never heard a snail complain.
No one's ever, none
Ever.
have ever complained to me, and I spend a lot of time with a lot of them.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you'll catch a feisty shrimp like picking at a snail's face, and then the
Yeah.
snail goes into its shell.
Yeah.
But most of the time, yeah, they're just hitching a
So I
ride.
think this is
Besties do that too.
Branton says sometimes snails be hogging that food though.
Hmm.
So
Sometimes shrimp be hogging that food too. You ever see a bad shrimp carry a piece of food away?
Yeah.
but also even
like
if the snails
ant,
are
like
hogging
water
the
ants.
food though.
What'd you say?
But even if the snails are hogging the food though.
I think the shrimp are just so
It's
chill.
okay.
They're kind of like, hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Shrimp have the ability to pick up the food and carry it away if they're that hungry. So I think if a snail's like if there's a snail pile on the food, it's because the shrimp didn't eat it quick enough. Because think, how fast is a snail versus a shrimp?
How fast
Not
is a
very
rabbit
fast.
and the hare?
A rabbit and a hare? How about the tortoise?
I don't care about them.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
the
goodness.
rabbit and the hare, they're definitely pretty fast.
Pretty compatible.
Yeah, they're pretty compatible. Em
Yeah.
just glared at us in her mind. I love it.
It's not even in her mind.
It's on her face.
It's
It is on her face.
tangible. Any questions from the chat?
Yeah, actually we do. That's what I was actually looking at.
How do you Nevo Expo says how do you guys feel about snail acclimation?
I think it is one of the most simple things.
I have 3 words that sum it up. Plop and drop. No, I don't. I mean, that's what we do because we have a pretty good snail setup.
I would say sink and sink.
Sink and sink?
Take them to the sink and rinse them off. If you're getting a large quantity, take them to the sink,
That's fair.
sink them in your tank.
That's pretty good. Sink and sink.
That's gonna be our next T-shirt.
Yeah, sink and sink. Yeah, so we get in literally like 200 to anywhere from 75 is probably the lowest we order quantity wise.
Yeah.
And then like 500 is the most we order quantity wise, and they just literally put them in a bag.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking about the first time I've ever done like the plant import, and there's just a bag of snails. I'm like, Dinah, what is that? She's like, oh, that's how we get our snails. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Literally in a bag like that?
Oh yeah, just a bag with no water, no nothing.
Yep.
And then we always take them to the sink, rinse them off because like they're usually pretty nasty by the time they get to us. And then that just kind of like if there are dead ones in there, hopefully rinsing them off will like get them to come out of their shell, and then it doesn't create as big of a fuss. So acclimating them, like I said, the biggest thing is temperature with them. And then after you temperature acclimate them, rinsing them off does make a lot of sense. So I do recommend that, just tap water. And then putting them in some type of bowl or something like that, and then putting that bowl inside your tank. And then now you can monitor whether they come out of the bowl. That's if you're getting like a large quantity. If you're not getting a large quantity, you can literally just set them in a corner of your tank and then watch them over the next like week. And if they don't move out of that corner, odds are they're pretty dead. But if they don't move, sometimes they might still be alive. What you can do is just pull them out and give them a little sniff test. And if they stink, they're dead.
Yep.
That's how you can always.
And I think everybody that watches us knows this, but as a reminder, don't just take any random Tupperware container out of your
Yes.
kitchen and put it in your tank. You know, as much as you can, have aquarium specific things like that you use so that you don't have soap residue or, you know, any cleaning materials that you would use in your house. Like, keep your aquarium as a you know, like soap and chemical contamination free space. And so like we use catch cups. Obviously we don't have a kitchen. I guess we kind of
Hey,
do.
we
but
do now.
Yeah.
We won't get off topic though.
Yeah. We don't have
I can't
big
die
Tupperware
anymore today.
containers, but like, so we use catch cups that we only use for aquariums, but just make sure you sanitize stuff really well. And try not to use porous materials either that are going to like absorb whatever you might have had previously.
So like glass would be a good option, right?
Yeah.
Because the only thing that could be in that is lasagna.
Oh my gosh.
Mark was funny yesterday. We won't get off topic though, but Mark said something funny about lasagna in glass containers.
Yep.
We have time at the end. We'll circle back. Anywho, we need to get Jay Guppy back on here because I want to hear.
Oh my goodness.
Leather, would you like to try in his place?
No.
Please,
Harry Potter.
the boy who
No.
lived.
Harry
I'm not gonna do
Potter.
it. Okay. So technically I can't believe we're at the end of this already.
Oh.
But like ultimately, like
Oh.
I can believe it.
ultimately, like if you had to sum it up in a nutshell, like why are they best friends?
So, you know,
Other than the fact they like to eat algae together and ride on each other's backs.
two things. One.
What else do you need?
Okay, what else do you need? Number one is snails produce a lot of waste that can keep the bacteria alive in an aquarium to keep it cycled. So they will keep a tank cycled so that the shrimp don't have to. That's number one.
Do you need snails to keep a tank cycled?
Not necessarily. If you have a large enough quantity of shrimp, you don't have to worry about it. But most people, which, you know, shrimp can be a little pricey, most people can't afford to stock a tank to the capacity that would keep a cycle alive. So snails
And
are...
this is talking if you don't have fish, right?
Yeah, if
like
you don't
just
have
a
fish.
shrimp
Yeah, you
tank.
could use fish instead. But snails are the best option because snails are less likely to eat your shrimp than fish are. So, number one. Number two would be the fact that snails are the best cleanup crew for leftover food. So if you're overfeeding, snails will make sure that that's not a problem. They'll eat that food, they'll digest it, and then snail poop is something that shrimp really love. So,
That's the one I was waiting for.
yeah.
Snail poop?
Snails will digest things that shrimp can't or won't eat. So, like, for example, Indian almond leaves. Shrimp will not eat Indian almond leaves. They'll eat the organics that break down Indian almond leaves. Snails will devour Indian almond leaves, and then they'll poop that out, and then snail or shrimp will eat that poop and eat whatever's beneficial out of it. So, for that, the criteria of a good best friend is whether the best friend will eat the poop of the other best friend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now that I think
the
of it, I
snail
don't
and
think I
shrimp
have
world.
any friends.
Me either.
I got a couple really good friends,
Oh
but
my
I don't have any best
gosh.
friends.
Okay, well, we do have a couple snail questions.
Okay.
What is the ideal snail setup, and how many should I get to start breeding?
So a pH above 7 is ideal. Using things like crushed coral, using things like ragonite sand, I think that's what it's called.
So do you say neos and snails would be best together?
Yes.
For the pH side of it?
Yes. Neos are the better option. Caridina, you can keep them, but the low pH does eat away at the shell, so you have to make sure you're feeding like super
High calcium.
rich
Yeah.
foods and mineral rich foods. But a pH above 7, always ideal. The more GH you have in the water, usually the better. A solid cage, so like really right on par with like Neocaridina parameters. Snails generally like a higher temperature than shrimp do, although they do adjust well to the lower temperature. And so if you were doing just a snail setup, I would say like 80 degrees is pretty good, 78, hard water. And then they usually like sand, so really nice soft sand, something that's not gonna like break away at
Cut
their
away.
shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even like a nice round substrate, like a round pebble, something that's not very coarse.
Yeah, because things that like any livestock that hangs out at the bottom of a tank, whether it's a bottom feeder fish or a snail, like having like a rougher sand can like hurt their body too, even
like
aside from their
quarries,
shell.
for example, like if you have a really rough sand,
Yeah.
it will
Get little cuts
mess
and
up their
stuff.
it'll mess up their body, and then they could get bacterial infections and stuff like that because of it. So
Jennifer Linkus asked, do you need 2 blueberry snails to breed them?
oof. So I don't know for sure. I don't know if they're asexual.
I think
Or
it
not.
was, hold on. Somebody did answer her in the chat. Branton says yes, male and female.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure with them, but I would assume
Yeah.
there's males and females.
Let's see.
We do have more of them on the way.
Oh, Daniel, has anyone else had an issue with nearite snails escaping? Never
Yep.
had any of my other snails do this.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Nearite snails are escape artists. They just love
Yeah.
getting out of the tank. The good
They'll
thing about them,
literally-
though, is you can, if you find them within a day, you can just pick them up and throw them back in the tank.
Yeah.
So they'll seal their shell so that they keep the moisture in.
But like on our tanks, we don't have glass lids. We use plastic for our lids. And they'll literally lift the lid off of the tank to get out of it.
Yeah, we'll find them all over the floors.
Yeah.
I know one time we came in and there was like a little line of like an army of nearite snails going
Yeah.
across the floor.
Yeah, I've probably
Crazy.
picked up as many as like 30 in one day from
That's
overnight.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And yeah, like you said, they seal up their shell, and
Yep.
in a little bit they all come out.
All right. Did you say we're getting more blueberry snails?
As
Jennifer
long
just
as they
asked.
ship them, yes.
Oh, so we did get to order some more?
Yeah, we
I ordered
ordered,
some,
we
like-
ordered 200.
I ordered some like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Did you put them in stock?
Nope, because we're gonna breed them.
There we go. So we should have some. Maybe we'll put some in stock today.
Oh.
Oh, DJ, how do you feel about that?
Sounds great.
All right. So with that being said, how about that wheel?
This
Will,
is
Will.
Will. This is the Will. I posted the link a couple times already, so you guys have probably already seen where you can enter to sign up for a chance to spin the Will. We spin this every single week. Here in a minute, well, not a minute, in like a few seconds, we're going to pick two numbers. Rob and Liv are going to play rock, paper, scissors, and somebody will win something off the Will. And I think we're going to be updating this soon. So
Ooh, maybe for our 4-hour live stream?
maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, so also while we're on that, give you guys a few seconds to get signed up if you didn't. Save the date, Black Friday, we're doing a 4-hour live stream. I think the time's going to be 10 to 2, but we haven't scheduled that official yet.
And we might be trying to get some special guests for it.
Yes. So also stay tuned for that official announcement. And then we will, this week I'll be scheduling our Get Equipped with Flip.
Wow.
So this month is going to be Dave Sanchez, and he is going to be talking about Tetras.
Tetras! Nice!
I'm excited for that.
I am
Yeah.
really looking forward to that.
So that will be, is it next Friday? Not this Friday, but next Friday, I believe. So that's on my agenda to get scheduled. So keep an eye out for that.
Set those reminders.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the entries for the Will.
The wheel.
What is our
You've
range
beaten
today?
The last 2 times.
Like
I
15
think.
weeks in a row, I
Oh,
think.
stop.
Okay, here's
You're
the
not.
range. The range
Nice.
is 68
You need help.
For your-
to 98.
68 to 98. I got to go 71. I talked about it earlier.
68, 98.
Allison!
I got Allison?
Yeah.
I have to
We
win
haven't
now.
heard from Allison in a while.
What are
she,
you doing
she was in
so
the
I know?
chat.
Was she?
Yeah.
68 to 98, 85.
No, I meant like what are you doing?
Scissors.
Okay, perfect.
You are Chris Jack.
Okay, Chris Jack. Happy to represent.
Are you actually going scissors?
Yeah.
No, you're not. But are you?
What are you going?
Oh, I'm definitely doing rock then. For sure, I'm going to do rock. Like, there's zero doubt in my mind that I'm going to do rock and crush you. Let's do it.
Liv, are you on a streak right now?
Yeah.
How many weeks?
Like I just told Rob, I think it's like 15.
Nuh-uh.
No. It might just be like 2.
No,
Yeah, I
this
was
is week
2 or
2.
3.
I was thinking 2 or 3.
This would be.
And you're going
this will be week 3.
going scissors.
Scissors.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
That's all I want to know.
Ready, set, go.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No! Why did you do it? I hate you.
I was gonna do scissors too. I changed my mind down the throat.
I thought scissors was so safe because worst case we tie. And then if you actually thought I was gonna go rock, you'd go paper.
Yeah, no.
You were just like 3 steps ahead every time.
Yep.
You got to do better, Rob.
You know the signs of a not best friend?
When they beat you every
Somebody
time.
who mind tricks you every week.
Who said you were a
Manipulates
siphon?
you?
Who said that?
What?
Who said that I was
If
a
Rob was a tank component,
Oh, iMac.
well, he's right because you do suck. Do better.
Maybe that's what he was talking about. You suck
Wow.
at rock, paper, scissors.
M's mad at me. I lost rock, paper, scissors. This is my least favorite. It's Sushi Wednesday, though. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, Chris.
Do you want me to
Jack.
spin? Or
Chris
do you
Jack,
want to spin?
please.
Sorry.
So,
I'm
at
sorry,
least she can let
Allison.
you spin the wheel for
Yeah.
her.
Listen, I'm just not going to talk to Liv next time. The whole day before Wednesday, I'm not talking to her. She can't get into my mind, and we're good.
It was between rock and scissors the whole time, and then I was really committed to scissors, and then I uncommitted to it. So
Darn it.
maybe that says something about
Big
me.
spin or little spin?
I don't know. I always like big spin.
Big
Big
spin.
spin. I wanted you to jump like Wheel of Fortune,
I wanted to.
or
Let's
The Price is
go,
Right.
Chris.
Wow. This is
I didn't even catch it. If it's a $100 gift card again, it'd be crazy. Oh, 25.
we haven't gotten that in a long time.
No.
Man, how I've missed you, my friend.
Well, Chris Jack, congratulations.
Yeah, Chris,
Leather
congratulations.
will
I will
be
send that to you
sending that
shortly.
now.
Hey, and we do have a Black Friday sale coming up. You might want to
We
hold on to that
do.
sucker.
Yeah.
Or spend it now. Spend it quick. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever is good.
Whatever makes you happy.
Maybe get some snails. Maybe get some shrimp. Maybe let them be besties in your tank.
Maybe get some blueberry snails if they actually put some in stock.
Hey, speaking of best friends, Em, do we have anything else that we want to talk about today? Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to miss anything.
Is them your best friend?
Doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it. At 7:30, we're best friends every day.
Before the day starts.
Yeah, by
In the day.
3:30, it's like 50-50.
I'm running out this door.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
All right. Well, before we hop off here, I just want to. I'm going to post a couple links in the chat. One is to give us your feedback on Coffee with Flip as we continue trying to just like grow it and make it better. And then one is a link to our Discord. Wow, that kind of blended all of those together. Our Discord community. So if you're not on our Discord, hop over there. A lot of people that are in the chat now hang out over there throughout the week, so we can all stay connected between Coffee with Flips. That's all I have.
Amen.
Amen, sister. No, amen, mama.
Oh my gosh.
We call Lead Dog mama now.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this week. Rob's a little preoccupied with some snail shells. We'll be back next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Got a Black Friday sale coming up soon. All that jazz. Keep your eyes out this weekend for another Shrimp Saturday on our YouTube channel. And until next week, God bless, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
See you guys. That anyone could have plus M.
I don't
We're
think
the
Emily
three best
agrees.
friends that anyone could have plus M.